Good morning, Franz. How you doing? I have coffee today. Actual, real grown-up drink. Thanks for the hydrate, Cora. I was just about to take a sip. It's a bit weak, but it's old coffee. It's very bitter. It's not great coffee. It's what I have, though. I might mix it up with the old Christmas blend that I have. Maraca time. How's everybody doing today? I have an English muffin with some peanut butter on it. I have a feeling it's going to be a quiet day today. This peanut butter didn't taste very good. I don't think I'm going to get this one again. How's your D20 going, Conk? Also, to be fair, normally I start a fair bit later. I take a lot longer to get ready, but I was already awake. Good morning, Necromancer. How you doing? I think Arias will be happy to know that the Grim Reaper is the pose that showed up on her birthday. Necromancer is tired. I'm also tired. I never ended up going to bed. Remember last night when I said I was going to go to bed in like an hour? No, I never ended up going to bed. I'm quite tired. Also, we've got a new perspective to draw, one that I've always found rather challenging, which is bottom up. It's like a bug's eye perspective on a person. I'm just eating my my snack. I've already done the dishes and organized the recycle, ground a quarter bag of coffee, watched a bunch of news, played some Palia last night. Tesla is once again not eating his breakfast. Conk, I never asked, but are you in Europe or in North America? Or elsewhere, perhaps? I got about 4.5 hours yesterday, sometime in the afternoon slash evening. Okay, so it's also early for you then too. I get the early risers in my chat. Yeah, early birds. Tweet tweet. I'm very wiggly today. Oh, okay. I also usually awaken at 9 a.m. Because I have to stream. It was kind of enforced for me. But quite frequently, I'll just, like, sleep in the afternoon. I'm always tired. Like, even when I was a kid, I was always tired as soon as it got to, like, 2 or 3 p.m. I would just be, like, dead. I'm an honorary Spaniard, just, like, siesta. Those people, when I went there, they were like, oh yeah, we get up at, like, 9 in the morning. And we go to work. And then we go home and we go to sleep. And then we get up at like 7 p.m. and we party till 3 in the morning. And then we go to bed. And then we get up and go to work. I find the earlier I wake up, the more I get done in the day. But that's because usually by 2 p.m. I'm dead. It never fails. Like, even if I get a good night's sleep and I'm properly rested, 2 p.m. rolls around and I'm already gone. It really sucks. Nugget. Hello. Oh, sweet baby bean bubble bap. This music is so quiet. Maybe it's because my volume's low? No, the song's just really quiet. Let's give it. Let's skip that one too. We'll just go back to our old stuff, thanks. The WoW stuff is too slow for me right now. If I listen to that, I'll just fall asleep. Did you take your Maj Necromancer? But enjoy your gaming, Conk. Sorry to drag you away from that. I didn't mean to. I think it's going to be a slow day. I suspect it's going to be a really, really slow day. Neff! Neff 1.0. The original Neff. Stretch! Thanks for the stretch. I'm so wiggly right now. I'm like, dude, I'm not even sure I can stay still enough to actually stream. Coffee just acquired, just getting booted up. You're not really late. About now is when I'd normally be like popping in and just sitting down. I was just awake earlier, since yesterday, after I woke up from that nap that I told you I was off taking. I woke up from that nap and I haven't been back to sleep yet, Neff. Oh yeah. Neff's got it going good this morning. I'm just so wiggly right now. Shroomy Knight, welcome to the chat. No, I'm not gonna go to sleep. I have Kofifi, which will probably make me sleepy because ADHD and coffee, they don't go well together. But still, welcome. Hi, how you doing? I'm very wiggly today. I don't know why I'm so wiggly, but I just am. We're drawing this. It's Draw Everything June. Thanks for the follow, man.
Shroomzik Knight is visiting the island.
I love it how it pronounced the K in that. Shroomzik Knight. Welcome to the island. Ow! I receive concussions on a minute-by-minute basis, usually from Cora. We have everything from white sandy beaches to black basalt volcanoes. So watch your step. It's a wild land here in the islands. Yep, meds have already been taken, Neff. There's the magic maraca case. It's even got shrooms on it. It's fungus. It's my favorite food group. You're from Grimm's community. Yeah! Grimm's community is so active. We had Nefer join us yesterday. Neferspec. Yeah. Neferspec joined us yesterday. We have 3 Nefs. We have Neficus and Nephi and Nefer. I don't know why I find that exciting. I just do. Is it mostly for Necromancer? Yes, Necromancer is working on it, I think. Lucky Lisa, welcome. How you doing? Welcome. Where are you from? Did you find us by accident? I did see that you followed us. Yes, I did see that. I recognized your name. I was surprised to see it's first time chat. You followed me while I was offline, which is a surprising one. Where did you find me? Tell us of your journey here. Welcome to the island. As I was just telling Shroomzy that we have white sandy beaches and black basalt volcanoes. Everything between tall mountains, rivers, beaches, you know, palm trees. I'm sure there's coconuts in there somewhere, if you're into that. If you're one of the lucky few that receives insanity from Necromancer, he's hosting Necrocon like permanently at the local inn. If you guys hit Agile, let me know. So if I'm talking about something important, I will pause. Because I want everybody to have at least as much of a similar experience as possible. Lived on an island for most of my life. I'll be fine here. Awesome. So it's strangely, I am an ocean-themed character with, like, tropical islands and stuff, and I am terrified of the sea. I have thalassophobia, legit. Then again, I'm afraid of space, too. Space and the sea, they're basically the same thing. It's just one has crushing depths and the other one has no oxygen. You don't know where you found me? Well, it's a mystery. It will forever be a mystery then. That is great. Hey, I can't always know everything, right? Let's try and get this done. I was thinking doing a co-working today. We'll see what happens later. I thought today was going to be a slow day. It started out a little bit quiet in here. So what I do is I take the Adorka stock reference they send you in the email every day for the Draw Everything June challenge, and I replicate it as best as I can. And I do it really fast the first time, you know, like gesture drawing, and then I go down into refinement, and we end up with more finished pieces. Let me grab one of them here. There's my DJ folder. So, this is one of the ones we did yesterday. and they're just form studies because I want to be better at form drawing. And so I am doing the work because in order to become good, you must practice. Practice, practice, practice. Good news though, genetic testing moving forward. And I get yet another new med. Oh, there's no generic to boot. So it's like 500. Oh, Jesus Christ, Necromancer! It's supposed to bring the cost down to $10. What? It's supposed to act like a second supplemental insurance. You know what that's called? That's called socialized medicine. We need to get you to be a Canadian so that you can have, you know, actual socialized healthcare. If only I had $300,000. You guys don't know any, like, super rich people who are willing to, like, sponsor the project, do you? It's kind of hard to get a hold of Bill Gates. Shenandoah Valley. Nice. Yes, at Neff Med acquired. For what it's worth, my mom's heart medication is like $8,000 per month. Holy son of a bitch. Yeah, Sai's taking a medication that's like, it's an injectable, and it's like 15 grand a dose. And that's the generic. You're Canadian too? Awesome! I am also Canadian. See an island. Either... could be anywhere along the Ontario border to the US and the St. Lawrence. Or it could be Quebec. Could even be up north. Could be Victoria. Or could be... the East Coast. Whereabouts in Canada are you from? I'm in Southern Ontario. For stepping out of the role play a little bit. Neff has booped my snoot. It is the boop snoot. Like the droop snoot. But a whole lot less sad and weird. It is the snoot that gets booped. The boop snoot. You're in Winterpeg. Nice. Yeah, I'm looking up at getting a place around Timmins because it's still affordable there. Southern Ontario is like, fuck that. But I don't have a car or a driver's license. Well, I have a driver's license. It's just the first level. And yeah, it's so hard to actually get the practice that you need when you can't afford anything. Even with Necromancer's insane support, it's like I can't afford jack shit. I should probably like make a merch or some crap. Is that what VTubers do? They make merch, right? But other than like singing and like weird ASMR girlfriend boyfriend experience, RP sound packs, they sell merch, right? Is that what we're supposed to do? Air quotes affordable, yes. Honestly, Winterpeg is still probably more affordable than Northern Ontario. Let's be honest. Okay, how much is a single family home in Winterpeg right now? Sorry, I keep calling it that. It's just automatic. I understand it gets cold as hell there. And thank you, Lucky. My roommate, Sione, made it for me. Sione also streams. But yes, Sayoni made this for me. I bribed her with sushi last week, so she's going to be making me an updated version with a new outfit. Not that anyone ever sees the rest of this outfit, anyways. Look, there's nothing in Nova Scotia. They still get hit by hurricanes. Winter sucks, and like half of their water supply is just like jacked with like lead and shit. And the aunt I don't like lives there. She tried to press charges against me for quote unquote destroying her garage door, which I never touched. I didn't even go anywhere near it. So I don't want to go there. I don't want to be anywhere near her. And her stupid husband called my mom a vulture. It really hurt my mom's feelings. I was very close to ripping out his jugular with my bare fingers. I don't think I've ever been more angry in my entire life than I was in that moment. And so that's my family history drama. We shall not talk of it ever again. I don't like feeling that angry. You're very close to the U.S. Hold on. I'm just gonna quick check. See what, Winnipeg real estate. If I could spell any of these words, what even happened to my fingers? They're just like numb. Yeah, no, that's about what I expect. That range. Yeah, your houses, some of them go for as much as what the houses in Timmins do. But also the houses down close to Toronto. Except the ones that are like 600,000, those are big compared to what you can buy for 600,000 here. 600,000 here gets you the crack den with, it's like a 120, 140-year-old Victorian house that's been combobulated into a like a triplex or a quadplex. So there's like 4 crackhead families living in there with like, 8 people to a unit. And they're all struggling to make ends meet. And you can't get rid of them even when you buy the house. You have to wait for them to like give up their tenancy on their own, or you have to evict them. In which case, sometimes you're not allowed to evict them in my city. So it's really such a pain. So yeah, your prices range from like Timmins to just outside of Toronto. I need to step away for a sec. I have to check on Tesla and make sure he eats. And I also used the bathroom. BRB. return. But yes, properties are expensive. I don't know why properties in Canada are as expensive as they are, but it's nuts. It's just nuts. What have I missed? You can drop her in the ocean. Sell nameless bathwater. Oh my god. The Twinkubus bathwater. It's just the salty seawater, yep. We'll drop him in the ocean too, yeah. My uncle-in-law is not a man I like. He's very much like, let's just say if they were American, he would be a Trump supporter, and I'm pretty sure he already is a Trump supporter. He's a Canadian Trumper. It's just got lots of rage. Just hiss. So you got some rat poison, they'll take care of themselves. Can't figure why an apartment, not the whole building, costs the same as a farmhouse and like 40 acres of land. Yeah. That's accurate. I mean, it's hyperbole, you hope. Yeah, well, there's also like we have weird tenant laws too in some cases. It's not as bad as the United States where it's like, oh, you've been living here and now you're squatting because like the landowner told you to leave and they gave you the notice but you're refusing to go, so like you could just basically live indefinitely in their building. Yeah, no, they're provincial. Yeah, the tenant laws are provincial. But, yeah, if they just refuse to leave, like, you can only go through the courts to get rid of them. Like, you can't ask the police to come and take them away. You actually have to go through the eviction process. So your sister could have just said, nah, I'm not leaving. And, she would have had to, like, go to court and stuff. Yeah, you know why, but you won't start that rant. Yeah, there's plenty of reasons why stuff got the way it is. Sorry, itchy eye. Ah! And you like this man? Which man are we talking about again? My uncle? Trump? Who? I'm confused. You weren't raised there. ICE doesn't operate in Canada, yeah. We have a shortcut now, just report them to ICE. Yeah. Yeah, for the Americans, you just do that if you wanna participate in the Gestapo, right? And let's be honest, most of the time the people the people who are like sitting festering in your home like rats and cockroaches, they're actually white. Let's be honest, most of the crackheads are white. You know, I can say that because I'm white too. I just want to save my friends from America, man. I'm not getting any drawing done. I'm busy drinking my coffee, which is already cold. This is the problem with coffee. Where is my pen? Lifting up my tablet like it's under there. My tablet pen has just vanished. ICE doesn't care anymore. Yeah, that's true. They'll be like, "Oh, you've got freckles. You're not white." Where is my pen? Did I leave it in the bathroom or something? I didn't think it was in my hand. Huh. Oh. I'm an idiot. I actually put it back in its stand for once. I never claimed to be smart, okay? As a matter of fact, I say quite frequently that I'm about as smart as a pile of bricks. The Twinkubus is allowed to be an airhead, okay? Ice took the pen. Yeah, Shrimsy, the whole thing about, thinking of moving north and property and stuff is, like, the houses there, by comparison here, are actually affordable, quote unquote. But also, more opportunities to build weird things if you go further out of the towns. I'm very much into, like, alternative living and tiny houses and stuff. We actually have tiny house ordinances for Ontario now, which is really nice. Didn't have that 10 years ago. Oh. We'll just draw in the meantime. Houses in North are more affordable. Some assembly required. Yeah. Let's see how long it takes me to fuck up this picture, right? This one might be easier because it's got those little guideline things on it. I've already... Hey, Fantasy! How you doing? Are you feeling better today? Thanks for the hydrate, Neff. And the concussion. I do hope you're feeling better today, Fantasy. We're drawing perspective that we've never drawn before. Well, I've tried to draw this perspective once, and it definitely didn't go well. Let's see, we've got just the one kneecap. It's actually further over. I think that's because I have this line in the wrong spot. And like you can see, we've got the ball, and then we'll have our marshmallow, our little pancakes scooping around our marshmallow. And like, I don't even need to draw out the pelvis area because they've got this amazing suit that covers the whole pelvis and butt area. Look at that. Okay, please start from the beginning. I was saying that I want to move north because land is more affordable there. And, we found like this old abandoned military base. And we want to turn it into a LARP town. Alright, well, we'll start with our marshmallow here in the middle. We got like our little pancake on top But we have to remember the pancake on the bottom is going to be bigger. And the pancake comes to the sternum. And this is the neck hole. When you say we, do you mean you and your significant other? I am single as fuck. I have been single since 2007, man. Forever alone meme. When I say we, I mean me and my team. My team and I. No, my team and me. That would be the correct grammar. Thank you. Good job, English degree. Struggling to keep awake. Come on. It's morning time. The whole way home from the store, it felt like I was going to pass out. I feel like I'm going to pass out now. Then pass out. Nap time. That's what NB does. He shows up and then he goes to sleep. To the dulcet tones of my voice, which is kind of crazy. I'm not sure how anybody can sleep listening to me. Sound like a cat caught in a door frame. Just... No, I have a group of people that are interested in joining me in this endeavor. Whether it's because they like LARP or alternative living or, poor Neff, just confused. Alternative living, or they just don't fit into the world the way the world expects people to fit into it. I am definitely one of those people dancing dinos! This is why I'm a streamer now. I've tried everything else. This is the most successful thing I've ever done with my life. It's kind of sad. But also, I am very thoroughly enjoying doing this. I haven't gotten this much enjoyment out of anything I've ever tried. And I've tried a lot of things. But yeah, I want to take an abandoned military base. Dancing dinos! I just love those little dinosaurs. They're so cute. Yes, I want to take this abandoned military base and refurbish it and turn it into a fantasy medieval village that operates year-round with, lessons that people can come for, like blacksmithing being done by Neff, and maybe like come buy fresh vegetables from the gardens that we're gonna be keeping. So it's gonna be like a farm. Yeah, it's just called LARP Town for now. Working title. We want to actually have a game of our own, but also host other games that want to come up for a more wild experience, because it is the Canadian North. And by the Canadian North, I mean we're basically right along the border, equivalent to the rest of the southern, the southernmost part of Canada. So, the majority of Canada being that, what is it, 49th parallel? We would be along that line. At this stage, I don't think I'm even going to be able to go to my cousin's wedding. Oh no. Kittens, are you fighting? Background cats. Okay, so you did hear the cats, right? You heard it like with my headphones on, I can't hear them sometimes. Tesla's actually met his match. He used to beat up Mathis and Atlas. And then we got the kittens after Atlas passed away, and the kittens are absolutely, completely, and utterly fearless. And they beat Tesla up, and he's finally met his match. And now they're like twice his size, too, so he's like, fuck! The cats are not going to be eaten in LARP. There's no kitty eating. Cats are precious. I want to keep chickens and bees. That's what I want to do for LARPtown. I'm more or less the project manager. I don't have any like special skills like blacksmithing. We have a member in Texas who grew up on a ranch, and they want to deal with a lot more of the animal handling. Another member, she's working to become, I think, a veterinary tech or just a veterinarian. I'm not sure which one exactly. So she wants to help us with the animal husbandry and health and maintenance. Yeah, we've got like a whole project getting lined up. Necromancer is our IT guy. Our absolute IT specialist, one of the our data archivist, I guess. But I think there'll be a Bastet shrine. We worship cats. Hey, they keep mice out of your storehouse. Like, come on, they're important. Although Tesla will never set foot outside. He's not allowed to go outside. He won't survive. You'll probably get like picked up by a hawk or something because he has dwarfism and his claws are like permanently stuck out, and he's just a weird little bean. And I love him. He's not going outside. 10 gigabit to everywhere. I need a bigger server room and a bigger AC unit. We'll use the heat from your server room to like warm some of the buildings in LARPtown. And we'll find a way to disperse the heat during the summer out through like the infrared window in the atmosphere, using like SkyCool panels or something, or the equivalent thereof. If you haven't seen SkyCool panels, I recommend looking at them. They're kind of neat. But basically, it's like that cooling paint that Nighthawk and Light makes too. It's the same concept where it's sort of just releasing the heat like off into space directly. So like there's this very, very thin range of infrared that just passes directly through our atmosphere. Like there's no blockage whatsoever, and that's like how they used to make ice in the desert. It's the same concept. How they used to make ice in the desert before refrigeration or anything. I literally warmed my downstairs with the servers, yeah. Like, the electricity cost, you might as well use that heat for something, right? You can do that, I think, underground radiant floor and wall cooling, similar to what they do for hockey rinks. Yeah, ground used for insulation. Pipe the exhaust to the surface and hide in a fake wishing well thingy. Yeah, I mean, like, there's all sorts of things you can do, right? You could even theoretically use those servers to heat water. I mean, there are water-cooled units, right? You just pump it through a system, and the SkyCool panels work in that way too, where it pumps water through the system, and it goes through these panels, and these panels just let it send off the heat excess into the atmosphere straight up into space, so you're not getting any global warming or anything. It's really, really cool. Sky cool, even. If it just happens to look like the Brotherhood of Steel bunker, I don't know what that is. We can use it to heat the pool. Yeah. One of the Suba tubs. Like they have it Conquest. Where it's just like the public bath. We could manage that. There's actually one of the buildings, I was reading one of the blogs, and they're like, there's this... Neff's like, ew. Yeah. One of the buildings, has, like, these big, deep pools in it, and, the author of the blog wasn't sure whether there was, like, a basement to one of these places. I suspect not, but it's entirely possible that they did take the time to dig out some of the bedrock for something at the base. I mean, the place is basically lead and asbestos. The lead paint is holding together all the cinder blocks. There's a lead paint, asbestos, and cinder blocks. That's all that's left. You forgot about that? What, the like deep pools or the bedrock? I think I may have linked that blog to you. Hey, Shrimsy, have you ever done any LARP? Near public bathing at some LARPs. Oh, yeah, well, the Tsuba is a service, right? So you pay actual money, and, everybody gets into this big tub, and of course it's Germany, so they're all naked. Co-ed bathing naked, and they, like, bring you, like, alcoholic drinks and stuff. And you're just basically hanging out in a hot tub, but it's wood-fired, medieval-style bathing. Yeah, that everybody gets in part, yeah. I mean, you clean yourself before getting in, so it's basically like, you know, going to the pool, except you're not wearing a bathing suit. You're just wearing your birthday suit. I didn't do Tsuba last year. And I'm... Good morning, Death. Thanks for the concussion. Yeah, I didn't do Tsuba last year. I probably won't do it this year either, because I'm still not comfortable with my body. But maybe next year. Fantasy can do Tsuba with me. The Europeans are more used to it than the North Americans. But, like, the shared shower blocks at Conquest, like, you go in there and, oh, good morning, Zio. And, like, in the ladies' room, it's just, you know, they just take off their clothes and there's just titties everywhere. Just titties for days. I'm sure it's, something very similar in the men's room. And they also have a sign, that, says very clearly, not everyone's outsides match their insides. So if you see something, you know, don't cause trouble. And it's basically just like, hey, trans people exist and they haven't necessarily finished transitioning. And, like, I was very, very, very shy about my body before Conquest. And then after Aline and Serafina, who sometimes show up to stream, took me to the showers, and they, you know, they're mother-daughter duo, and they just stripped off their clothes right in front of me, and I'm like, well, I might as well too. I got over it very fast. So now I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Like, everybody's got a body, but I'm still, like, uncomfortable with mine because I don't feel like myself. Mainly because, like, I'm a woman and I don't really actually feel like that most of the time, because gender fluid, neutral, non-binary, whatever the fuck I am. Everybody's beautiful, because we are all strange potatoes that live in the dirt. We're all delicious, and when we get too much sunlight, we become toxic. That's something you know, it's me every time I make you drink. ENG King XD, welcome!
ENG_King_XD is visiting the island.
Welcome to the island. How you doing? How did you find us? We have white sandy beaches and really high basalt volcanoes. Most of the stone on the island is basalt black. It's really cool. It's not just one island, but it's several. As you commit toxic! Do I have a binder? I don't have a binder yet, but let's be honest, I don't really need much of a binder. I could just wear like a really tight tank top, and yeah. They're kind of small. And I'm fine with this. Do you have thrones? I do have thrones. There are thrones. Except the Demora are a matriarchal society, although that's changed in recent centuries. We're more of a democracy now. Yeah, a super caldera blowing up will do that. See? I don't need a mod. If I need a mod, I'll just call Monsty over. She's my trouble twin. Like, Maddie, if you want a chair, you gotta make it absolutely. Otherwise, here's a yoga ball. Yeah, drawing happens here sometimes, King. Sometimes. Posture check. Unshrimp thine spines, everybody. Dinos. Eventually, I will have something that appears for that redeem. Eventually. I take 100,000 years to do anything. But yes. On occasion, art gets done. Since we have a number of new people here today, I guess we'll take a look at some things. So, normally, what we're doing for June is Draw Everything June. It's the Adorka Stock Draw Everything June challenge. So you can find them at Adorka Stock on Blue Sky. I do have a couple of commands. Just nuked my eyes. Oh. Well, that's one way to wake up. But yes, this is the one we did yesterday. The other one we did yesterday is... God, I hate when it does this. Folder. Stop changing my view options when I leave it. This is another one that we did yesterday. If you see the red lines, and I talk about marshmallow and pancakes, or marshmallow wrapped around pancakes, or rather the other way around, pancakes wrapped around marshmallows, that's sort of my method for doing like the waist area. And the rib cage is sort of like Melon Cat's helmet. So those are just some of the stock photos, or yes, the stock picture recreations that we've done. I'm working on redoing the portraits of my old character, or redoing the portraits. This is from 2016, so there's clearly been an improvement. Again, this is a work in progress. It's, yeah. There has been some improvement. And we also do photo replications for light and color practice. These are done much in the same way that I'm doing the Draw Everything June challenge, where it's side by side, we replicate it, except I do not select any colors at all from the picture itself. I can only select from the color wheel. Yes, if you have meds, take your meds. It's very important. You must take your maracas. All my meds are just tiny pills inside bigger pills, so they're maracas. You dance when you take them, because they make you happy. So that's the kind of stuff we do here. Sometimes we do co-working streams, which is something I started also just this month. For the Nine event, Nein, Not Enough in November. It's sort of like an alternative NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month. But you don't have to write anything, it's just like any co-working you want to do, but I want to get my book finished, and having to stream every day, I find myself with very little time to write, especially since I have to do more management stuff after stream, as well as, like, you know, existing as a real human, so, like, dishes, laundry, looking for jobs. So, I'm finding alternative times to fit in some writing and get that done, too. I used to say that my writing was better than my art, but I now question that. This is one of the cats in my house named River. When he was a kitten, his tongue sticks out. Sometimes we'll have cat time. And... oh no, you forgot to take your meds yesterday. I hate it when that happens. I'm usually like death warmed over the next day if I forget to take my meds. Forgetting to take my meds can throw me off for as many as 3 days. Anyways, this one's still a work in progress too. And I also take commissions, and those are, I don't have like a commission page, they're just individually contracted is the word I'm looking for. So we did one for Necromancer over the course of the last 6 months. I was finally able to get it done. The reason I started doing these photo practices was so that I could learn how to draw noses to finish this piece. Necromancer has single-handedly spurred my art career into existence. Look, if Twilight can be successful, there'll be somebody out there who will enjoy your book. Yeah, I know. I know. Sione's still a better writer than I am. Like, the book she's working on, Sandrask, oh, so good. Like, it's gonna be... like, if people will just take a chance on something new, I am sure that her book will probably be on the New York Times bestseller list. Absolutely will be. Not that that list matters, because it's like pay to win anyways, but... Gerberton. Yeah, well, like, Twilight and 50 Shades of Grey exist, and 50 Shades of Grey was a Twilight fanfic, so... You buy, don't show me new boy pics or might actually die. I don't think I've done, other than Vaughn, I don't think I've done any... Nah! Oh my god! You people are trying to kill me. Alright, everybody. This is gonna be a really big unshrimpening. Yeah. It's a double street. How did... I'm gonna have to put a timer on that one. I only had it on the hydrate because of Arius. It's her birthday today, so I have to draw her a happy birth. No timers. Get on the medieval rack, yeah. Why do you think I brought up the emote picture? See, Arias would just spam the hydrate like 5 or 10 times, but the noise kind of hurts my ears. So it being repeated like that like really drives me nuts. I can put timers on things. Let's see, what else have we got? Here's the really super fast Halloween edit I did of my avatar. My PNG tuber. Just making sure I stay healthy. Well, we've got lots of unshrimping to do, so I think I'm just gonna like stretch my legs a little bit. Oh, they're going numb, that posture. Yeah. Of course the lobster is telling us to become shrimp. You just need more crustaceans to join you. Shrimp thine spines. Yeah, there's a lot wrong with this picture. It was so fast. Other things I do, I'm working on botanicals pictures. Hey Sass, how you doing? Yeah, I'm creating magical plant botanical pages. Worked out for me, it'll be fine for you. Yep. I eat shrimp. I don't become shrimp. And I also do some chibis. This is one of my characters, Xanthios. Not yet, that is. When gravity takes hold. Scrimp is frond. And the rare Modao Zushi fan arts. Which, now that I can actually draw things, I'm gonna have to come back to and fix that one. This one still has a lot of problems too. So many problems. Do not save. Back to work. Because you're here to see art. That's what that stream title is for. Oh, also, I just want to share one of the commissions that I did. The first commission that I did that got me back into doing artwork was this one. And it was a commission from my friend Arias. It's this person's birthday today. And she's been making the costume. Oh, I forgot to save the file, so I can't show it off unless I turn off the art window for a moment. Because I don't show her real face on the stream. Oh, come on. There it is. Create from the clipboard. There we go. Turn this back on. So yeah, we have the costume, that matches the design. It's not exact, and I don't think she's gonna have time to do all of the embroidery. But I did design an embroidery pattern for her, should she wish to do it later. But she's been working on this for the better part of, like, the last 8 months. And it's turned out beautifully. To see something that I designed translate so well into an actual thing. It's just, it feels good, man. I feel like I actually accomplished something with my life. And, like, the commission I did for Necromancers on a character sheet and everything. I get character sheet status. Yeah. I feel so loved. And I'm apparently the Fae designer. This is her boyfriend's costume as well. She is also making the costume. I have not seen his yet in production. Commission poke. Yes, we need to discuss for you too. Necromancer paid me yesterday for his, so I've been setting up some sketches for him as well. Yeah. Well, I have time requirement because I have bills to pay. But if anyone is interested in, like, the quick photo replications that I do, like the ones I showed earlier, I do have those on my Ko-fi. Alright. I'm just gonna quick save this. So that I can show it off other times. Yeah, Necromancer's the same way. He's like, oh, I don't have any time requirement. And like 6 or 5.5 months later, it's like, oh, here's your thing. Necromancer's favorite part, the toes. Trying to work at the right brush size, man. It's funny how, like, how much my ability to draw feet has improved just from doing the Draw Everything June challenge. It's just kind of wild. Because the other day I was fixing up an NSFW piece that Ed had been working on for a long time. And I had to redraw the feet, and they just turned out so good. Whereas I used to completely avoid drawing feet, even shoes if I could. Okay, the angle of this isn't quite right. This person has very long feet. I've fallen down into refinement earlier than I wanted to. We've got leg. Bit of leggy in the back. Back leggy. It's actually kind of a nice pose. Sorry for the dead air. I fell into lulls of concentration, apparently. Ranging means price. Price means I can set the money aside to have it when you're ready. My food for the week has been just soup, and I feel so freaking weak. Make sure you get some salt. I hope there's been enough salt in your soup. Salt is good. Salt is very important. If you're not getting enough salt, you will indeed feel weak. Forgot to turn on streamer mode. Ah! I'm so scuffed today. And I'm wired. I'm so wired. I thought I was gonna be really tired, but I'm not. Perspective is strange. Let's see, I've got. It was you. I was going through my notifications on Discord to see where the sound is coming from. Chaos! Now I can see already that this is not quite right. Right here. You can see they've even got sort of like the little elbow point. And once again, it's shaped like the 8. So you've got the little joint. When I draw them, I usually draw them a lot bigger. So it'll be like the folded joint cap. And where they meet up is that center spot. Whoop. So like here, I've already got this circle here in the background. And it's the same thing. And that's where the elbow goes. Except I think it needs to be a little bit lower. I have to remember that this is in fact in perspective, and give ourselves a little reminder. Get that weird little curve in there. And in true Say fashion, everything is too big. There was a bucket of water over Zio. Neff has booped my snoot. 'Tis the boop snoot, like the droop snoot. But it is the snoot that gets booped, and there is a Arius and a crow. But guess what? It is Arius's birthday. So you get a bappy birthday. You got a little knife. Your curly hair. You're up to no good. And hi, Crow. I hope you're having fun. And Yermany. But yes, happy birthday, Arius. You are now 1 year older. The derp is pretty gay. You've got a knife. We'll even give you a little potion bottle. Because you're always poisoning people with the meow potions. Hold on, I gotta zoom in quite far for this. There you go. You've got your own little meow potion and everything. I want to see your view? Yeah, sure. I haven't saved this yet. Should probably save this. This is DEJ 14. You even got the one with the scythe on your birthday. Here, I'll do this. Zoom in, take a nice screenshot. Yeah, I'll send that to you via the Discords. I was just showing off your costume earlier. Because we got a whole bunch of new people today. But yeah, you even got the Adorka stock with a scythe. I forgot to put in today's theme too. A little bit of a bigger brush here. Today's theme is last call. But yes, we've got Shroomsy Knight and was it Lucky Lucy? We're just like, God, they haven't said anything in a while. They had a funny spelling name. I think it was Lucky Lucy, right, guys? Check my DMs. You guys look like you're having a great time. And like all the pictures you've been sending me of this weird steampunk theme park thing. Oh, that's rad. They've even done the basalt column thing too. It's like the Giant's Causeway in Ireland. Like, there's probably formations like this on our islands from the Damora Nation. Very much similar, because these are basalt columns, so you would get that in old frozen lava formations. But that's neat. I'm waiting for the fly coaster right now. There's another Bappy Horthy. Wow, that coffee's leaving a weird taste in my mouth. It's like, how do I explain it? There's this one undertone to this coffee that I'm drinking. And I'm trying to figure out how to explain this flavor. It's like hickory, but not quite. It's definitely like a really deep, rich nut flavor. No problem. I was hoping you would show up today so that I could draw you your birthday sketch. If you show up on your birthday and I'm streaming on your birthday, you get a birthday sketch. But you enjoy your roller coaster. Be safe. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it other than like, have you ever like accidentally eaten like a bit of nutshell, like the really bitter parts of like a hazelnut or something? Like you get a bit more of the pith as opposed to the nut, and it's that kind of like woody nut flavor that's like a cross between hickory and hazelnut. Sure, we'll see something silly. I already see a problem with the stick. That's the wrong layer. First of all, stick is in the wrong spot. You know, to me though, I've had quite a few cigars. I could only describe the aftertaste being like walnut, but not the actual walnut, but like with the walnut oil that coats your tongue after you've eaten a few. Yeah, like if you were to gnaw on the shell a little bit. It's a manatee. It's a huge manatee. Apparently his name is Jeremy. Everybody say hello to Jeremy. It's also Harley's birthday? What? Well, you should tell Harley to come here. I don't know what to draw for Harley. I don't know what Harley looks like. What do I draw for Harley? But everybody say hi to Jeremy. Shrooms, we do have a Discord server. I love the manatee. He's beautiful. Jeremy is gorgeous. He can also hang out on the island. But yes, in our about section below, we have a Discord. I won't show JoJo on stream, but JoJo is magnificent. JoJo has 8 magnificent, very long legs. What is that? Anyway, like I know it's a spider, but what kind of spider? It's kind of amazing, actually. It was just a little bit of a shock, but you know what? Honestly, I prefer really big spiders as opposed to really tiny ones. I used to have a huntsman. It's a golden huntsman. Wow. Aren't the huntsmen aren't venomous, are they? They're just really big. It's kind of like scorpions. The bigger they are, the less scary and deadly they are, right? No, they aren't? Okay. Yeah. They're not like the ones that are, you know, they bite you and they're like necrotic venom. Murr. Cora arrives again. Apparently, I do have a Discord command. That URL is kind of nice. Aethermid. Thanks for the hydrate, Cora. You know, now that this coffee is cold, the flavor is so different. That's the brown recluse. Yes, yes. Can we have a stream where we microwave a chicken nugget until it's charred? I don't think my roommate will appreciate that. Did you know that you can get kilns for your microwave? Yeah, they have microwavable kilns now. And you can melt shit like rubies in them. It's kind of insane. I don't think the apartment company would like it if I did that either. The fire department would probably be very mad at me if I did. thought every spider was venomous. The scale is in how concerned you are. It should be about their bite. Oh god, the coffee's giving me the hiccups. No, really, most of them, especially the little ones, aren't actually harmful to us. Yeah, most spiders can't even pierce our skin. Let's be honest. Reasonably safe, but not for sharing with a food microwave. Oh, indeed. I mean, cheese has a few microwave transformers. I forgot to send him my link this morning. He's my brother. He should just show up automatically. Just a manatee on my stream. And I meant to send my brother my link, but the manatee was on my clipboard instead, so I sent that to him and I'm just like, strim. Jeremy has gone off to visit my brother. Now, I could share Jojo. He is actually rather a beautiful spider, as far as spiders go. Actually, both the huntsman and the most venomous spider alive live in Australia? Yes. The harvestman, better known as Daddy Longlegs, which aren't spiders, can't even harm us. Yeah, I used to play with Daddy Longlegs, and then eventually I became scared of them for some reason. There was this one story from when I was really, really small. The old house that we had earwigs. Like, just so many earwigs. And I would find them in the basement. And I went and held my hand up to my dad, and I had like a little fist. And I was like, Buggy? Buggy, Papa? And my dad's like, what? What have you got? Let's see. And he holds out his hand, and I just open up my cute little fist and drop an earwig into his head. He's like, ah! I'll be back in a moment. So, I walked out into the kitchen to go get myself a drink because I'm sick of drinking this coffee that tastes kind of weird and bitter. And there's just tufts of cat fur in the middle of the kitchen floor. I think they got a little bit too frisky earlier. Okay, I will show Jojo, but I make no promises, Shroom. For people who don't want to watch, a spider is going to be showing up on screen. It is a very large spider. Okay? So I'm going to count to 5. And I'm going to put a spider on the screen. Okay? It's gonna be a golden huntsman spider, and it's gonna be big. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will let you know when it's gone. But this is apparently Jojo. He's kind of magnificent. If you're terrified of spiders, do not look. But it is bigger than a man's hand. He is actually kind of cute. It was just unexpected because I wasn't told beforehand that I was going to be seeing a spider, and while I am less afraid of spiders than I was last year, yeah, I like spiders are terrifying, right? It's all the legs and the pincers, you know, but then like you look at them and they're kind of cute in a way. No, that's not why I screamed. I was telling a story about the time I dropped an earwig into my dad's hand when I was a small child. I said, "Buggy, Papa," and I had my fist closed over something, and he's like, "Oh, what have you got there?" And I opened up my cute little fist, and an earwig dropped into his hand and started scurrying around, and he was like, "Ah!" That's why I screamed. Okay, so I'm going to turn off the spider now. The spider is now gone. For the people watching, the spider is gone. As a matter of fact, let's bring up Jeremy again for some healing. For the people who were brave and saw the spider. We'll have some Jeremy healing time. Spider gone. Yes, thank you, Andrea, for announcing it via text as well. They can go 3 feet per second, so kind of slow. With the... like a runway model, he's all leg. The manatee or the spider can go 3 feet per second. A bit sad. Monday I'll go back on the ad ships. Well, it happens. It's all right. You just tell me when the ads are, Fantasy, and I'll hold off. But I always appreciate you watching the ads too, because I get money. It's not a lot of money, but I get some money. How's everybody holding up? Everybody's holding up pretty good, I think. Posture check! Unshrimp thine spines, give your neck a little stretch. Oh yeah. I'm holding up good. I've been awake all night. Ah, Coke Zero. The spider, doubtful the manatee can move. They're not even graceful underwater. What makes you think they'll be graceful on land? Jeremy is a healer. He's like Havarti. Let us bring up Havarti, our son. Oh, tracking, hello? Here is our son. His name is Havarti. He has his own emote. Well, Rome burns. Trying to carry on, but like, yeah. You can't stand soda anymore. I wasn't much of a soda drinker until Sai moved in with me, and she's like a carbonation and ice fiend. Yep. Havarti's got his own emotes. He was part of our mermaid picture. We didn't show off the mermaid. Ah! Where's the mermaid pic? Merlus. Is it this one? No, it's this one. We haven't finished it. Need to do the tail over again. Do Twitch emotes cost money to make? No. So, you get Twitch emotes for free, and then you have to make them yourself, right? So it's your own art files, or you buy them from someone. I don't think I've seen Deep Impact. Dancing dinos. But yes, this is our mermaid pick that we didn't finish in May. We'll plug away at it a little bit, and it'll be available as a print eventually, without Havarti in the corner, of course. But there's Havarti and all his little brothers in the water. But yeah, fantasy, the way it works is the more subs and stuff you get, specifically subs, you receive additional slots for emotes over time. There is a max number of slots, I don't know what it is, but people like Iron Mouse, like, you gotta scroll to get through their emotes. I'm not sure whether you can upload emotes unless you've streamed. I don't know because I never tried. But you should have like 3 free slots, I think, at the beginning. You start with 3. I think you have to access your... Yes, you have access to your own emotes Twitch-wide once you get access to the slots. The only time emotes cost is when you're subscribed to somebody. A lot of people say to get Twitch Turbo if you subscribe to a lot of people. That way, like, you're not getting ads, and you choose like a color for your account name and stuff like that. But like, you don't get ads. But I don't know whether you can use emotes. But when you watch people's Twitch with Twitch Turbo, they get like a cut of revenue from your Twitch Turbo fee based on like how much you watch them. Yes, you can choose a color without your Twitch Turbo, but like Twitch Turbo allows you to set like a custom color. Yeah. So it's kind of like the YouTube Red subscription thing that they had, where like the revenue from that was shared amongst the creators that you actually watched. Yeah, I had a custom color set back in the Dark Ages too. The Coke tastes very different after drinking that coffee. But yes, that's our Myrrh. There's our healing Jeremy. He was very, very healing. Let's get back to work on this. Although this one's pretty close to being done, actually. As usual, it's not going to be like an exact replica. Meow? Meow? Rivy? Rivy's making adorable noises as usual. Meow? He's found the mesh tube, so he's playing with that. Gotta go shortly because adulting never ends. Yeah. Well, thank you for coming by as always, Ross. Just remember to breathe. I hope people stop pestering you soon. It would be nice if you could have time to yourself. Okay, that just needed to be rough. So, parents, stop pestering me. Really my response on Discord, but yeah, I hope so too. Alright. Well, you have a good day, Ross. We'll see you tomorrow. It is Thursday, right? Yes. I never know what day of the week it is, even when I have a schedule. Ah! Garda! Cora redeemed a hydrate and a posture check on shrimp thine spines. Still a little tiny streech. The Song of River has commenced. Yep. Really? Somebody has opened my closet door. Hold on. They've learned to open that one now, too. River's been doing this thing where he, like, hops into the laundry basket now. Really? You were Mathis. You looked a bit like River. I was wondering why your eyes were the wrong color. And now River has arrived. I've got him. It's cat time. Hi, baby. What are you doing? No. You got a floof in your eye? Yeah. They're such sweet babies. River and Velcro are brothers from the same litter. They're now 14 months old. Meow, 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 meow. William Lemon? Will. They're such good boys. The bestest babies. Oh, he wants his tail. It's time for him to attack his own tail. If I'm freaking out, it's because there's a cattail waving in front of my face. And it gets between my face and the camera. Revy. Get your tail. Get your tail. Meow, 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 meow. He's like the ADHD child of the house. He needs like constant stimulation when he's in your arms, because otherwise he starts to scream. Residents are the people who are subscribed. It's supposed to update automatically if you have your thing connected. If you have your Twitch connected to your Discord, it would help if I used the real words. Meow. Yeah, if it's not updating automatically, then there's something wrong with it, and I'll have to fix that later. However, I can automatically add you to the visitor role, just like that. Necromancer!
Necromancer Dark is hosting a guest. Welcome Shrooms Ignite to the island.
Shrooms Ignite. No! Cat time! Yes, thank you, Necromancer, as always, for hosting NecroCon at our local inn. You make funny noises when I pat you and you meow. Yeah, Necromancer is hosting NecroCon, don't you know? Necromancer is a little bit crazy. If I just, like, pat him while he's doing his little scrim, he's like... Yeah, I know, you just want to go. Okay. I'll let him go now. He seems very happy, oh yes. Now I get the impression that River doesn't like me very much, which is funny because if Sai didn't adopt him, I would've. But Velcro really loves me. But Velcro was the one that Sai went to go to adopt. Because he looks kind of like Atlas, who was the cat that passed away last July. Yeah, no, we love Necromancer here. Like I said, he's running NecroCon. think I've got something a little bit wrong right in here again. And that is because of this. Zeogram's emotes are really cute. I need to figure out how to animate things and get some animated ones out there for us. I need to learn how to be as unhinged as Zeogrim. Or just let everybody else be unhinged for me. Thanks for the hydrate, Neff. Shroomsy has discovered the Meowmotes. These are based on my cat Tesla. You came back to licky emotes. Rivy, why are you going behind my door? There's nothing back there for you, man. If you heard that weird noise, that was my door creaking. My door has an absolutely magical creak to it. Even though it's just like a normal, like, builder's grade modern door. Sorry, he knocked over my mom's paintings. I have a couple of her paintings, but I haven't hung them yet because I just don't know where to hang them. Why are you stabbing Havarti? Don't stab Havarti. He's her son. He's her little fish baby. He's such an innocent little bean. Head is too big. Head is way too big. Draw the head too big again. Always draw the head too big. Surprisingly, the eyebrows are higher than I thought they were. You don't want to do more sewing? Take a break. Come dirty minding him. You too could be unhinged. Just stop taking your meds. Oh yeah. Maybe that don't apply to me and my psych meds. I'm planning on adding more stuff for channel points. Yes, I am planning on adding more things for channel points. I just haven't had the chance to make stuff yet. Dancing dinos! Ow! Right in the face! That was a plan, wasn't it? My horns always protect me. No, master. Neff's beating me up. Yeah. To be fair, Kong, you are the one who decided to make a D20 and sew on all of the numbers. Tesla, are you tearing up my carpet? Yes, you are. You're tearing up my carpet. I'm hearing little bits as either a truck or a thunderstorm, and it's hard to tell. I'm struggling with this arm. Check thy neck posture. Yes, posture check on shrimp thine spines, everybody. Readjust. My mod arrives! Well, if Neff kills you, I can bring you back. Ha! Immortality! It's all part of the plan. How you doing, Perf Perf? Everybody, this is Monstrella Marmalade. She also streams sometimes. I don't know what her schedule is, but she is good friend. Just full reset the streamer. Yeah. Everybody streak! Oh god. Yeah, it's so far off the tracking. Thanks for the hydrate dust sand. Have you ever seen Lord of the Rings? If someone says no, if someone says no, you're in trouble. Perf. Go watch Lord of the Rings, Perf. I have an ass-a-thon, just like 3 hours per movie, so 9 hours of movie. Why am I struggling so much with this arm? God, I hate foreshortening. To redo this hand entirely. I did something to it and I fucked it up. Hello, let me delete that, thank you. And another 9 for the Hobbit trilogy, yeah. Such a long time coming, really watching an episode of a TV show. Damn. Your kneecap hurts. You should stretch it. Hope it feels better, so you know. This is where the problem lies. It's again, you know, you want to get it right. Because you don't want to just be like, good enough, and move on, and then not learn where your problem areas are. This is the moment where I have to flip it. Because my shoulder won't allow my my wrist to move in the direction that it's supposed to. And also sometimes flipping it works. It helps you see what's wrong with it. In this case, I'm still struggling. First of all, right here. Never's boop my snoot. It is the boop snoot, like the droop snoot. But it is the snoot that gets booped. It's the boop snoot. I don't get to do that so often anymore. It's even more reason not to. Dude's gender neutral. I have the literal worst ADHD. Need to really be in the mood for that time commitment in order for the brain gremlins to allow it, and they do not allow it. We'll have to break down Lord of the Rings into like half-hour episodes for Perf Perf. Nope, hiccups. It's like pole dancer Grim Reaper here. So shall we do the test? That's not too bad. So, as we did yesterday, that has to go that way considerably. That goes up just a little bit. The knee has to go up, but only the knee. Thigh has to go in a little bit. Hip has to go up a little bit more. And elbow has to go up a little bit. Yep. But for like the first test, that was pretty good. So let's see if we can actually get it to do the thing that we want it to do. That's about the right chunk that needs to move. This had to come in a little bit, but our hip had to come out. And our knee had to come up quite a bit. And this had to come in just a smidge, right? means this probably... also needed reshaping right here. This person has a lot of length in their thigh. Alright, let's see if that worked. I'd say that's pretty good, don't you? Wouldn't you, Moritz? It's not exact, and it never will be. If we take our liquefy tool, and all we had to do was shift there, I forgot to move the elbow up, but that's just a little shrinkage. And if we take sort of the median spot, not too bad. Except I messed it up with the liquefy tool. Hold on, let's just put it back. I liked it the way it was. I did want to raise the elbow just that little bit. Whoop. I feel like my other proportions were better. But yeah, a lot of this person's length is actually in their thighs. My length is just in my thigh. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of hungry too, but I think that's because I'm tired. I'm also trying to, like, equalize it without taking into account the perspective. I think that's part of the problem that I'm having right here. Okay, but I'm getting rid of these lines because they look kind of like a diaper and it's freaking me out. This looks more like a leotard. It's starting to go into Marilyn Monroe pose. There we go, that's a little bit better. It's not perfect, but never will be. Now that I made the changes to the leg, I want to fix the knee. So a little kneecap. Arias' little thing was getting cut off. There! And thank you for the hydrate, Cora. It's alright, I was focused. That's today's Draw Everything June. I think the head's still a little bit too big. As always, I draw the head way too big. One day I'll figure that one out. But every time we do one of these, we learn a little bit more, we get a little bit better. There's less corrections to do in the end, I think. Or maybe I'm just crazy. Your head is too big. Ah! Death saying coming in giving me a concussion. Thanks for the hydrate. Wow, my mouth just stayed wide open there. I think the phone, the iPhone's tracking like the bottom of the can. Yep. iPhone tracks the bottom of the can and thinks it's my mouth. But yeah, getting that the bug's eye view in there. I hope we get a few more of those. I can't believe, you know, we're already halfway through June. So how's everybody doing? I think this is going to be the chat segment. I might be winding down a little bit. My energy is decreasing. I was so hyper earlier. Very wiggly. But to go into like 3 hours of meetings, oh my god, that sucks. I'm so sorry, Necromancer. You're up kind of early today, Perf. I am hungry. I'm a hungry boy. It's almost noon. Do I want to eat today, though? Not really. I had an English muffin with some peanut butter on it. That's enough food, right? Do I want to eat today? Where? Yeah, I do that sometimes. Sometimes I just won't eat. Just not hungry. I mean, I'll probably eat later. I mean, I'm definitely gonna have a sleep after stream, because I am really tired. I mean, I'll sometimes go 5 days without eating anything. Necromancer. I'll just spontaneously decide that I want to do a fast, and I'm just like, yep, time for fast. 5 days, no food. I always feel great afterwards, though. Did one of those just go... That emote just went flying. Just go ping. You look like you need a drink. I'm just chilling now. I'm chilling here with my can of Coke Zero. I mean Demonade. I drink Demonade. That's what the cans are, by the way. Oh, we gotta go open the Demonade vial. Where is that? That must have been saved in the wrong folder. Where is my Demonade? Where have I put my Demonade? I hope I haven't lost my Demonade. Demonade, where did you go? This is no bueno. Did I for some reason save it to my desktop? No. Huh. Guys, I don't know where my Demonade went. It's not in that folder. Guys, I've lost my soda. You need to drink holy water? No! I will die! Oh, well. I'm cursed with immortality, so no, I can't die. But I will suffer. Oh, this is a little bit infuriating. I wonder where I put that. There's my tent. I don't think that design actually physically works, but I will build a model, and then I will make it work. Where? This is infuriating. I normally keep my files more organized than this. Oh, I think it's in this folder. Here it is. It's the Demonade. Something is missing. Oh, that's because this is a Photoshop file. And I had layer effects on the words. So, this isn't exact, because the layer effects from Photoshop don't translate over. Into Clip Studio. My brain just like kind of died right there. My brain was like, yeah, words, no words. Words don't exist. They're not real. They're all made up anyways. But yes, this is what the soda can looks like. And I want to have different flavors of Demonade. The can design, like the base, and the 3D model are made by Sione, who did my avatar. Well, this is a Photoshop file, and I did all of the layer effects for the text on Photoshop, but they don't translate back over to Clip Studio. When you open a PSD file in Clip, the layer effects just disappear. So unless I go into Photoshop, and raster the layer. Thanks for the hydrate, Fantasy. Like, unless I go into Photoshop and rasterize the layer in Photoshop, I lose all of that information when I open up on Clip Studio. Because, well, they're different systems. Clip Studio is really, really very lacking in text editing controls. That is my biggest gripe with Clip Studio, is there's no good text manipulation tools. Despite the fact that it's a program for making comics. It's kind of really weird. Because, like, most manga artists use Clip Studio as their primary workflow, because it's great for that, except for text editing tools. Which is, I think, the major shortfall of Clip Studio. But Clip is really great for painting. Most people really underestimate it for painting, but it's great for painting. I'm sitting in an abandoned building in my own quarantine. I think he's trying to spell quarantine. We have medical huts. You can go hang out one of those. We got a nice view of the beach. It'll allow in the nice sea breeze. Go to the hot springs, sit in those, heal up. God, it would be great if we had hot springs in Ontario. I've never been in an actual hot spring. One day I would like to try. If I had, like, infinite monies, I would definitely have, like, a Japanese ofuro, like, proper, like, cedar wood bathtub kind of thing. 100%. And I would just never leave. I would just soak into it. I would become fish. Necromancer's routine with stretch! I'm gonna stretch my legs instead. Oh. My calf muscle. It's so stiff. Ha! Thanks for the stretch, Necromancer. I'm just gonna lean back in my chair and stretch out my leg. Surprised you don't use this emote. The goo giggle. I like Good's emotes, they're really cute. Man, I can't wait till Good comes back to streaming. We'll have to make him an honorary Canadian too, though I don't think he wants to leave North Carolina. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Just the Good sit. Cheers to that. Yeah, back in December, a couple of times that I was streaming, I raided Good. Before he, quote-unquote, retired. I'm glad he's decided to come back. Eventually. Mindcrack shall never die. Eventually, maybe, possibly, someday. Yeah, as long as his wife stops being, or his ex-wife stops being a dick. I hate Crystal. She's not Crystal anymore. She's Karen. Karenal. Just Karenal. Her name's Karenal now. It's like crossing Karen and urinal. She's a disgusting human being and I hate her. She makes the world a bad place. Damn it, Karen. That woman single-handedly destroyed all the good things for Mindcrack and Good, who is just a good guy. I hate that woman. Why do men stick their dicks in crazy? I don't get it. I know too many people who have just done the thing with the crazy lady, and it's like, please stop. Please do not stick your ding-a-ling into crazy ladies. There's too many. Too many people have done that. The thrill of danger. I'm sorry, but getting baby trapped with that? Ugh. Like, man, I'm glad I can't have babies. Sometimes. It's funny when telling stories about how unhinged I was as a child with, like, dropping the earwig into my dad's hand. It's funny because I'm like, most people would be like, God, that's why I don't want children. And I'm like, God, I wish I could have children so that they could do that. I must be insane. They were the only ones there at the moment. Yeah, I guess so. And I would rather my partner treat me more like a guy, and that is just like, for all the guys that seem to fall for me, that just seems like inconceivable to them. And I'm aromantic too, so I'm just like, romance stuff just kind of like grosses me out. Just like, oh, please don't. But it's funny because I do like romantic stuff, but like the standard, like, fawn over your girlfriend, hold open the door for your girl, and shit like that, you know, bring her half dead plants as gifts. I'm just like, please don't. There's a hole, there's a goal. That's a pansexual. Yeah, I've never been like particularly feminine. It's funny because like when I create male characters, they tend to be more feminine than my female characters, and my female characters tend to be more tomboyish. I have like this weird gender flip. Thanks for the hydrate, Cora. It's hard for me to explain because I don't really understand it. As a female, I'm more tomboyish, and as a boy, I'm more femboy. It's weird. Like cats that bring you dead mice as an offering. What do you mean you don't appreciate my offering? Well, I mean, at least the dead mouse can be used in, like, curses or eaten or something. You can't really eat flowers. Well, not most of them. And the ones that they're like, oh, romantic gesture flowers, you can't eat those. Just give me bacon roses instead. If you give me bacon roses, that is the way to my heart. Thanks for the hydrate, Death Sand. You know, at least with the mouse, you could probably give somebody the hantavirus, so it's great to use on your enemies. Posture check! Everybody on Shrimp Thine Spines. I will be back in a moment. Nachos! Hey, how you doing? Necromancer's gonna get trapped in 3 hours of meetings, so he's not looking forward to that. I just stepped away to go to use the lavatory. I already drank too much, had coffee. Makes you go. Sucking all the water out of my body. Oh no, Necromancer, no. Does this mean we should raid out to someone? Evan's not streaming yet. And, Zio's not streaming. I don't know if he just doesn't stream today. There is CNOT though. We haven't been to CNOT in a while. Mokomate is also streaming. Meow, still here, but at the office. Had a coworker come and talk. Hey, that's fine, that's fine. The huge volume of energy that I had at the beginning of the stream was like super wiggly has really just deteriorated. Half-life reached. But I'm doing good today, Nachos. We've already finished our DEJ, and Arias came by very briefly with Crow in tow. As usual, Crow doesn't post because I don't think Crow has an account. But Arias got her little baby birthday. I'm actually kind of cold because I have my fan blowing on me. And like, the air conditioning's on and we have to keep it fairly cool. But my room is really small and my computer basically never turns off. So if the fan's not blowing on me, it's too hot. But if the fan's blowing on me, it's too cold. Why? We have been going for 3 hours, though. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. And I'm definitely gonna need to sleep soon. I feel the drain of having woken up at 9 p.m. yesterday. I hate insomnia. Insomnia combined with a natural biphasic sleep cycle is just like, you only sleep in 4-hour blocks. Good luck with that. I'm gonna have to kick poor Tesla off my bed. I keep a sheepskin on the end of my bed and Tesla likes to sleep on it. And he's very cozy there right now, and I'm just like, no, I'm gonna have to kick him off. I'll give you permission to go take a nap. Thank you for the hydrate and the street neff. And neff has booped my snoot. Again, it's the third boop snoot. Like the droop snoot. But it is the snoot that gets booped, which is the boop snoot. And the fantasy is normally the one who boops the snoot. But fantasy hasn't done it in a while. Guys, I have no streaches left in me. There's none streaches left. I have streached so much. I need to re-shrimp. Join conch lobster on the bottom of the sea. You cast the snoot boop? Oh, it's the magical boop snoot. The snoot boop. Like the snoot droop. but it is the magic Snoot Boop. You're sick and don't want to go near anyone? Well, I will send you soup. In memory of Senko, who has showed up like twice. Soup. It's just our little beam between us. But it became a skill tree meme somehow, too. So soup is a Dendronia meme, like a rock or something. Bye, Necromancer. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good meeting. I'm gonna drop myself into C-Knot, I think, because he's the only one that's on. Oh, something has magically changed in the last, like, 36 seconds. Other than that, just a giant nose coming and boops you out. It boops you that explodes. Oh my god. Helps if caps lock isn't on. For those of you who do not know who C-Knot Bush is, he is the first non-gaming Twitch affiliate on Twitch. He is also a sculptor of prodigious skill. Absolute vibes on his stream. He is truly worthy of all of the attention he gets. But yes, I hope you enjoy C-Knot. His music is better than mine. His stream vibes are better than mine. His skills are better than mine. He's just an awesome dude. So I hope you guys all have fun. So we're off sailing to other waters today. There are no raid messages yet. I haven't figured one of those out. But I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9 in the morning Eastern Time. Thank you all for coming. I love you. Bye-bye.